Hey y'all, it's Natalie, and I just wanted to update you on baby Eskew. Today I am 10 weeks and 3 days. The baby is this big, and it has like little arms and legs, and it bends, and it should be tucked like this, and its head is humongous. I mean, humongous being like this big. I wanted to talk a little bit about how my health and fitness has changed in the last 2 weeks since my last update. I am still very tired. I get out of breath very quickly. I am working out more, which is good. I still have to take lots of breaks. I tried Les Mills Pump the other day, and it's kind of structured so that you do exercises for about 4 minutes, and then they talk for about a minute and a half, and then you do another body part exercise. Those minute and a halves, I had to sit down on the couch in my workout room. So definitely not at the speed where I normally am. I've also been having a lot of hip pain, which I'm not really sure what's causing that. At first I thought maybe I just pulled a muscle. When you're pregnant, you release this chemical called relaxin, which actually allows your body to shift and move and joints to adjust to make room for the baby. So I was wondering if maybe I overstretched or did something, because that's really easy to do when you're pregnant with relaxin. It started on my right side, then it moved to my left side. It was very painful. I could barely walk. And then now it's back to my right side, and it's been there for about 2 weeks. So I'm going to talk to my doctor about it. In the meantime, I'm just stretching, being careful not to overstretch, and really just kind of taking it easy. As far as food goes, cravings are a serious thing. Your body knows what it needs, and it tells you. One of the things that I talked about before is carbohydrate intake is so much greater when you're pregnant because you need that energy. You also need the fiber, things like that. When I weighed a little bit more, when I was about 20 pounds heavier, it was because I ate cheese and carbs all the time. And so mentally, it's been a hard adjustment needing calcium, like dairy products, because I don't eat a lot of dairy, and carbohydrates because all I want is cheese and bread. And at first I was like, oh, am I going to get fat or be unhealthy? But it's also sort of like, I won't have it. And then I'll just be like, I need cheese and carbs. And I have to listen to that and not be upset because I'm making a human, and that takes a lot of work. So that's been interesting because really some days I just want cheese. And then there's times where I don't want food at all. Like I just don't care. And sometimes I just don't want to make it, and that's the problem. And other times I'm just not hungry. And then all of a sudden I will be ravenous, and I'll just be like, okay, so I'll eat this. And then like an hour later, I want something else. And then an hour later, I want something else. I've also been really grateful for Shakeology because of that, because I know that some days I am not getting what I need to get for this baby. And I know that with my Shakeology, I'm covered. Like I don't have to think about it. I'm covered. The baby is good. I also have been taking a prenatal with my Shakeology. The doctor said it was fine since I'm not eating that much and not necessarily as healthy as I'd like to. So she said those extra nutrients would be good, at least for a little while until I can get my appetite back to normal. And so Shakeology's really been a lifesaver. Apparently there's a Shakeology test on gender that everyone who can drink chocolate has a girl. So I'm drinking chocolate. So I think my prediction's right. We'll see. Other than that, this has been a very educational couple of weeks with baby needs. I've been doing research on beds and like preventing SIDS and things like that, and learning that babies consume more oxygen than us, which is very fascinating. But it logically makes sense if you think about they're breathing like amniotic fluid for 9 months, and then they breathe air, and like they're a fish out of water. It's kind of amazing. I also am starting to notice changes in my body other than just like standard, like can be, I guess are all to be expected changes. But I'm getting a little thicker and a little bit rounder. They say that you shouldn't necessarily be showing right now, but you are widening, making space for the baby. So on a sideways, you can kind of see. And then at night I bloat, so it looks like I have a bump, which is really exciting, even though it's not super showing. But by the end of week 12, my uterus will be the size of grapefruit. And the baby will be like 3 inches, which is incredible. And so we actually go to the doctor at the end of week 12. And I'm really excited to see the baby again as more than just like a little tadpole, like baby. So those are my updates as far as my health and fitness goes. Thank you for following baby Eskew journey. And I will be back in a week or two with more updates. And maybe a picture from the ultrasound.